Hello there, Aries. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your love reading for mid-September through to the end of October of, 2023. This reading is for those of you currently in a romantic partnership. You may have just started your relationship with somebody. You may have been with somebody for a very long time. So we're going to see what energies are around for you guys in the next month and a half or so. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so this is the energy that is around us collectively. Watch your sun, moon, rising signs for the big picture, and of course cross watchers are welcome. This energy is activated through to the end of October. It may take a little bit longer to play out. Now we are coming into eclipse season in October, so we have actually a completion of an eclipse cycle that has been going on for the last couple of years, Scorpio Taurus axis. And we also have a new moon eclipse in the middle of the month for you here as well. So eclipses do tend to shake things up. They do tend to bring anything that has been hidden beneath the surface, anything that hasn't been addressed. This is where things do rise up, right? This may be a completion of something for you guys, maybe a completion of a cycle in your relationship. This might be a time for you to clear the air. And of course, we can quite often expect the unexpected when we do get these eclipses, all right? But the great thing is we are heading into Libra season on the 22nd of September, and Libra season can really bring us a focus on our relationships. And we've had a crazy summer. We've had Venus in retrograde, Venus direct as of September 3rd, Mercury retrograde, which goes direct September 15th. So we have some interesting energies that have been going on, but for a lot of people, the summer has been a little bit challenging, especially in regards to all these relationships. So, hold on to your hat a little bit. There might be a little bit of uncertainty, but there may also be some settling of issues and a restoration of balance. All right. Now, first off, for you guys, we do have all that glitters. Now, this is a really important energy, especially when it comes to relationship status. All that glitters is not gold. Sometimes we get caught in a trap, especially, good Lord, especially these days of social media. We get caught in the trap where we look at other people's Facebook pages, we look at their Instagrams, and everything looks perfect. Everything looks, all smiley and happy. And, the thing is, the important thing to remember, we do not see what is going on behind the scenes. No one takes a picture of the sad times when you're curled up in a ball in a fetal position crying because you've had an argument with your partner and you just don't know where you stand, right? No one takes the pictures of those moments. We only post the happy things. So if you're looking at other people's relationships, your friends, your family, or maybe just other random things online, know that what goes on behind the scenes is very, very different than what you see at face value. All right. So focus on you, focus on your relationship, focus on where you are, and forget about anyone else. Right? There's multiple facets, multiple layers to everyone's story. So just focus on you. All right. Now you might be at a fork in a road. Okay. With this energy. Now it's very interesting because the all that glitters energy here, this is card number 16, relates back to the Tower card, right? Something's got to go. Something's got to shift. Something's got to change. And we let go of anything that's maybe not real, or we let go of envy. And this allows some fresher energy to come in. Okay, we've got fork in the road, which is card number 13, relates to the death card, and that's Scorpio energy. And in this energy, it's like there's an underlying element of change here for you. Okay, so whether it's just changing your outlook, changing your perspective, opening your mind a little bit, whatever that happens to be for you, okay, there is changes that are necessary or changes that are incoming. They could even be some really pleasant surprises coming in there for you. All right. But the fork in the road shows that you may be faced with a very important decision in regards to your relationship. Now, it could be external factors that are influencing your relationship, but it could also be something within your relationship itself. Am I ready to move forward? Are we going to go in a certain direction in our relationship? Do we need to make some changes and some adjustments to restore the balance and harmony and to get things back on track? For some of you, this does require a shift in perspective or your way of thinking, or this does require a little bit of openness so that everyone can really see and understand people's points of view. And we do have 4 of coins coming in here, which can represent a little bit of a closed off energy. So it is important to keep that open mind. And sometimes we can kind of look out into the future. We can get a little bit confused. It's like, I don't know, right? Is it yes? Is it no? Do I move forward? Do I break up? Where do we need to shake things up a little bit? So you may need to really embrace a little bit of introspection in this energy. All right. And you do have a full moon in your sign on September 29th. All right. So this full moon can represent a turning point in your relationship, can represent where something comes full circle, or maybe you do, get something out in the open and clear the way, clear the path. Right. And so think about, reflect a little bit. We've got a lot of planets in retrograde right now. So it's a perfect time to slow things down a little bit and reflect back to the new moon that was in your sign in the spring. What were you initiating? Where were you at in your relationship right then? Were you even in one? Some of you may not have been. Okay. And what has shifted? What has changed? What has transpired between then and now? What needs to go? What do you need to keep? So this is a very important turning point for you, or some very important decision with that fork in the road. We also have observer energy coming in here for you guys, and the observer energy is very much retrograde related. Okay, this is where we don't take any action until we've taken the time to take a step back and have a big picture look at the situation. Be the observer. Sometimes we're called forward to take that action, take that initiative. Time is of the essence. In this energy, right, in this observer energy and this slower energy of the retrogrades that we've got. Whoa, sorry, that is, I have my window open. That is a very loud muffler on that card. Anyways, in this energy, right, this is a huge planetary invitation to slow down, to think about things, to reflect on your relationships, to really open your mind, open your heart, right? And we do quite often live in this world of instant gratification. And in that energy, we do tend to be impulsive, or we want everything to happen right here, right now, but certain things do take time. So be the observer, right? Take that step back and take a little more time. Now, of course, we all have situations where maybe time is of the essence, okay? But, I feel like here you'll be able to discern a little bit easier in the months to come about when to take, bold, inspired action in your relationship and when to take the back seat there. Now, the energies coming in here activated for you guys, we do have the 4 of coins. Now, the 4 of coins is an energy of stability and security. So it's actually really quite positive in this energy. And this brings us where we know our value, we know our worth. We've gotten to a certain point in our relationship where we've built a pretty good foundation. But with the 4 of coins, okay, this is an energy where, we may need to be a little bit more open, because this 4 of coins energy can be a little bit closed off, or maybe there's something here that you're protecting. Are you protecting your heart, or are you open? Are you protective of your relationship? Sometimes we're trying to hold on to something a little too tightly, and when we hold on too tight, we block the flow of energy. We block changes necessary, sometimes changes from happening, and we can sometimes block our road to happiness. So in this energy, right, where do you need to open up, or where does somebody need to open up in your relationship? Now, the 4 of coins is also where we know our worth, we know our value. So what is important to you? Because sometimes in this energy, we're trying to figure things out. And especially if you're in a newer relationship, although sometimes things can come up a little bit later, is that, we all have values, right? We all have family values and traditions. And, there's certain things that you and your person may hold very dear to them. And so this can be where the fork in the road, you're trying to make some decisions. What traditions, what things do we keep, and what do we get rid of, right? So in this energy, think of Christmas, right? We're only a few months away from Christmas. And think of that energy if you're making plans, right? Who visits whose family? What kind of family traditions are there? What's important to each person? And so sometimes we need to figure those things out. We need to make some sort of compromise there. And so that we can keep the really important things that do form the basis of our foundation, and we let anything else go. Right. And not everyone is always going to be happy with our situation or our decisions. All right. Now with the Four of Coins, you may also be making some investments in your relationship. You might have some financial things that do come up that you're working through, that you're dealing with. But I do feel that in this energy that you really will work them out, that you'll figure some things out, right? Because we do have this very stable energy. The Four of Coins is not a negative card, okay? It is actually a relatively positive one, but it is where we do kind of need a little bit of discernment there. Am I closed? Am I open, right? What's important, what's not important. Okay, so let's get a few more cards for that. I just had too many jump out there, so I'm not going to take those. All right, we've got the Judgment card, Page of Cups, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles coming in here as well. So this can be a very important turning point for you in your relationship in the next little bit. We do have the Judgment card, right? What do you need to let go of? What is being revealed, right? What are you talking about? What are you bringing out into the open? When the Judgment card shows up, this is where something hidden may come to light. This is where we discuss our issues that haven't been addressed. Hello, eclipse season, right? And hello, your full moon. So certainly getting things out in the open, talking about things, being honest and truthful about yourself, your feelings, where you want to go, what is bothering you, okay, that kind of thing. The lines of communication are very much open in this energy. But it is a very important decision, the judgment, right? Am I moving forward with this relationship? Can we resolve any issues? What important decisions do we have to make? Do we have all of the information that we need? And this is where you can resolve situations. Maybe you can decide, you know what, this isn't worth it. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's let go of this thing and let's just move forward, right? Releasing any baggage. Okay. But sometimes we can also, really kind of give someone a second chance at something here as well in the Judgment card. So some of you may possibly be in a situation where you have either already broken up, okay, or you might be at that turning point, right? And you might be really faced with that very important decision. There's some issues in my relationship. There's some things that aren't going well that just I'm not too happy about. And in this energy, this Judgment card here is a very, very important decision. Do I give my person a second chance? Can we resolve our issues and can we move forward? And there is a possibility here, should both people want to put in the effort, because we do have the Page of Cups coming here. So whatever your situation is, the Page of Cups may represent a little bit of a surprise. This is usually some very loving energy, some very how should we say, it's where we open our heart. It's where we're happy. It's where we're, feeling a little bit of tingle. I'm feeling some romance there in this energy. It can be some good news about your relationship. It may be a gift, an offer, an opening up of feelings, talking about your feelings and resolving some things there as well. So the Page of Cups does bring in some very lovely energy to you and to your relationships. Some of you are about to to embark, or you're making a decision about embarking on the next phase of your relationship, because the Page of Cups can be where we say our I love yous for the first time, or we, talk about moving in together, or we talk about, deepening a bond, a commitment, right? But in the Page of Cups does bring in a little bit of innocent, naive kind of energy as well. So maybe there's some things that you're not sure of and that you don't know yet and that you need to talk about. Right. And what is someone's outlook on their relationship? What is someone's ultimate dream in a relationship? Does it involve marriage and children? Does it involve being child free? Because, hey, maybe there's some reasons why you may not be in alignment with your destiny to have children. But the Page of Cups can represent children, okay, and it can represent a surprise, all right? And the Judgment card can bring things out to light. So for some of you here, you may actually be either talking about starting a family, or hello, surprise, something may come up for you there where it's like, yeah, I have something to talk to you about. Surprise, I'm pregnant, right? So this can represent something that is actually really quite positive, but may catch you off guard. All right. But whatever your situation is, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, here's your finances that are coming in here. So, again, some of you might be very much focused on your money, your finances. You might be being very resourceful. Some of you might be talking about, again, moving in together if you haven't already. Some of you are just working very hard externally, saving some money for like a house, or maybe trying to make enough money so that you can, start a family or provide a little bit better for your family. So there could be certainly some financial things that you're dealing with, but you're working hard, you're persevering on them. Now, the Eight of Pentacles also can be, are you willing? There's a big question here, right? If there's issues in your relationship, are both parties willing to open their hearts, Page of Cups, and to work on their relationship, right? With that Eight of Pentacles, okay? Be very committed to moving forward, being very committed to resolving issues, right? Some of you are learning a lot about your person, and, do I like what I know about my person? Do I not like what I know about my person? So whatever you're dealing with here, there's a lot of positive energy that is coming in, but not without its little bit of obstacles as well, because we do have the Five of Cups coming in here for you. And the Five of Cups, right? Something that's broken, something that's spilt, something's not necessarily going your way. There's an element here of feeling sad, or feeling rejected, or feeling disconnected as well, because we do have someone working very hard here with this Eight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Page of Cups. So perhaps someone is spending a lot of time on their career right now because they're looking for that new job, right? They're looking for something new, or they're looking to better their financial situation. So with the Five of Cups, it can sometimes be someone feeling left out, right? But with the Five of Cups, right, there could be something that is causing some grief. Now, some of you may be on a temporary break with your person, or maybe some of you are faced with that dilemma, right? Can I repair this relationship? Is there still opportunity? Because the Five of Cups, of course, we've got 3 cups spilt on the ground. We've got this person here crying, processing their feelings, but there's 2 full cups right there filled with this magical light. So it's really that energy there of, sometimes we focus on the negative and we don't see the positive, or sometimes, we do have something that, in our relationship, we have a little bit of a hiccup, and we do need to put in some time and effort, Eight of Pentacles, to resolve some situations, to talk about things, and hopefully be able to bring things back together. Now, sometimes in relationships as well, the Five of Cups, fives are always wonderful. Fives represent obstacles and challenges, but also opportunity for change, right? And sometimes we take a step back in order to get things back on track, right? Sometimes things just go a little bit sideways. So in that Five of Cups, it's important to process our emotions. It's important to talk about things and, see what needs to change. Can we make change? Can we get something back on track? Or do I need to let something go and, focus on the future and something better in the future? Because the Judgment card can be one of letting go. right? So, but I feel like here it would be after a time of reflection, introspection, and observing, right? Taking that step back and taking your time. All right. But with that Five of Cups, we do have the Page of Wands coming out here. So we've got another page. Okay. So this can represent, the possibilities of moving forward with something, of resolving something, and having like this fresh start. Okay. We can take something to the next level when the pages do come out. Okay. Or we can just be like, okay, let's just start on this chapter, start on this page, and let's just, see where we go. But the Page of Wands quite often does speak to something manifesting. It also does speak to a little bit of a physical connection there as well. And so if you've been feeling disconnected from your person, there's a potential here to turn things around. All right. We do have the Four of Coins coming up here a second time, the Four of Pentacles. So yes, there is I feel like here in this energy that some of you are very much looking for a stable, committed relationship. And if things are uncertain, and if things, don't feel like, they're good, like you've got both feet on the ground, then this may make you feel quite uncomfortable, as it does for most of us, right? We like to feel secure in our relationships. We like to know that, the foundation that we've built with somebody is something that we can rely on. But I feel here in this energy that should you and your person talk about what's important to you and work on your relationship, or deal with some money issues, some financial issues, I do see that there is an energy of moving forward, taking things to the next level, resolving situations. And it can be here in this energy that perhaps there is this knuckling down of energies, and you haven't been having a lot of fun. And of course, a lot of us are faced with a lot of uncertainty. We're faced with economic uncertainty. Housing prices are really high. Groceries are really high. I mean, how? I don't know. And so sometimes we just feel like we're not having a lot of fun because we're focused a lot on our material world. So in this energy here, I do feel that there is a little bit of a turning point there for you. And you may have an opportunity to find more time to spend with your person. Okay. And to really feel this connection again with them. All right. But I do think some of you here, if you've been working really hard, or your person's been working really hard on, bettering the financial situation, the Page of Wands is a really good indicator that there could be some very wonderful possibilities opening up, some doors opening. It is a card of manifestation, right? Something manifesting in your physical world there to restore the status quo and to get you back on track. But of course, that Four of Pentacles, the Four of Coins, same energy when we have repeating energy. This is all about focusing on the core foundations, the beliefs, the values in your relationship. And, anything else is fluff and flutter. Right? Anything else is just gravy on top, okay? Or anything else doesn't matter. It's the core, it's the connection that's there. But we do have the Ace of Cups, yay, coming in here with this. So the Ace of Cups can bring in, of course, in a love reading, right? It's the holy grail of love energy. And in this energy, this is brings peace. This brings, a lot of love to your situation. It can bring some healing energy, but it can also be this offer, this invitation and acceptance of something. So this can be very much a big turning point for you in your relationship with that. And we've got the Ace of Coins here as well. So we do have two aces coming in your reading, plus the two pages. So it's like we've got this big influx of new energy, a cleanse and purge, if you will. The Ace of Coins can represent a new job, a higher level of commitment. It can represent gifts coming in. So maybe things like an engagement ring, okay, or, even just a fresh start, a fresh approach for those of you whose relationship may have hit a little bit of a bump in the road. The Ace of Coins does bring about some luck and opportunity to you here as well. So we love seeing all of this fresh energy coming in. So if you've been feeling as though you're stuck in a rut a little bit, or just things have just been really kind of challenging, right? Then things may get a lot better for you. We've got the Seven of Cups, we've got the Three of Cups, and the King of Cups. Look at all this Cups energy. Look at all these emotions coming in here. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups coming in, this can represent an element of fantasy or even sometimes illusion. Sometimes we daydream a little bit in this energy. So for some of you, this can be your dreams coming true. Okay, something that you've envisioned, something you've been dreaming about may come true for you. But this can also represent options and choices, right? Making the right choice, making the right decision for yourself. And sometimes in this energy, we do feel a little bit overwhelmed or we feel confused, right? And, because sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know what I want. What if I choose this and it doesn't work out? What if I choose this direction and it doesn't work out? So again, we've got the fork in the road energy and we've got that judgment card energy, making a decision about something. All right. But I feel here in this energy that perhaps someone's fantasy is coming true, because we do have the Three of Cups, which represents some celebration, some good news, something that happens, something that transpires, where we call up our friends and we're like, guess what just happened? You're never going to believe it, right? And here we go. And they're like, yay. So you got your cheering squad there. And with the King of Cups, this can be a maturing of a relationship. This can be a little bit of love and romance in your relationship. And because the kings are mature, the kings are successful, the kings overcome challenges, right? And this is where we do feel really wonderful, okay, in this energy. So for some of you here, this Ace of Coins, this Ace of Cups can be your relationship going to the next level. This can be you or your person getting that job that you wanted. This can be you purchasing a home. This can be you figuring out your money situation, or just entering a higher level of commitment, or in the Ace of Pentacles, a new commitment where things have fallen apart previously. So this can be really wonderful energy all coming in here for you. So I do feel that there is this big energy of you have the potential here to make your dreams come true as you want it to, right? And sometimes we do need to face some fears or work through some fears to figure things out. But we do have the Malika of Swords here. The Malika of Swords is the Queen of Swords energy. So a very, very important conversation is at hand for you within your relationship, right? We got to talk things out. We got to get on the same page. We've got to compromise a little bit sometimes, right? We've got to admit when we're wrong, okay? Not always easy to do, all right? So I do feel those lines of communication are open. There's a little bit of wisdom that also comes in here with the Queen of Swords, right? We've learned something from our experiences, okay? There's also clarity and a sense of focus. We know what we want. We're clear on things. We're on the same page. And now we're moving forward. Now, the Malika of Swords is also where we do speak our truth. We're very honest. We're very open. Okay. But we're also sometimes a little bit cautious in this energy. So cautiously moving forward, keeping your wits about you, thinking logically. Okay. We're not letting our imagination too much run away, right? We're just taking things one step at a time. This is also where we do create some boundaries with this energy as well. All right. It's like we're open to talking about things and moving forward and healing situations or getting things back on track. But there's, we do have some boundaries in place. So if you're dealing with like some family traditions and things, okay, in that energy, hey, there's the Death card. If you're dealing with like family and things and you're maybe, talking about, your status of your relationship or maybe holidays coming up, that kind of thing. This is where you may really initiate some very clear, firm boundaries, right? This is what we want. This is what we're compromising on. This is where we're going. This is what we've decided, right? And it's like there's no room for anyone else's input or judgment on your situation, on your relationship in that. It's also where you and your person may put up personal boundaries there as well. Boundaries are important in a relationship and from both sides, not just from one side, right? So boundaries are healthy. Boundaries are good. Okay. And this is where we really do, show and teach people how to treat us, right? People will treat us the way we teach them to. But with that, we do have the 9 of Swords coming in here. So I do feel that if there's been some sleepless nights, some issues, some challenges there, some things that have been causing you grief and anxiety, I feel like here in the Malika of Swords and also the Death card and the Ace of Swords, you're going to figure out a new way to resolve an old issue. You're going to talk about things, get things out in the open, and you're going to transform something into something really positive. Really important, really positive communication with the Ace of Swords. You have 3 aces coming out here, so this is quite significant for you. A lot of fresh energy, which we've already said, right? So this is lovely. So yes, we can maybe say that all of these aces can represent leaving a current relationship behind and maybe being in the pursuit of a new one. But I don't really, I mean, the 5 of Swords, maybe in some cases we can say, okay, yeah, it's a breakup energy because it can represent a loss. But with the rest of the energies coming out with it, I feel more there's an opportunity to repair rather than walk away. Although granted, for some of you, that may actually be in the cards for you. But collectively, it's about fixing things, restoring balance and harmony, making important decisions, and moving forward in a better, more healthy direction in your relationship. So the Death card here, now this is Scorpio energy, okay, and Scorpio season starts 23rd of October, so this could be an important date for you, an important turning point for you around that time. But the Death card really does represent, just like I said with the fork in the road, the Death card there, right, is where we're transforming a situation. Something's evolving. Can it bring endings? Yes. Can it bring new beginnings? Also yes, right? And in our evolution through our relationships, through our lives, and even through us as people, right? This is where something old is out the door to be replaced by something better. It brings us growth in a relationship. It brings us positive transformation in a relationship as well. And the Ace of Swords is the sword of fate, the sword of destiny. This is bringing us in some victory energy, right? Like, yes. And it is a big yes card. The Ace is all in the upright. This is yes, 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 triple yes coming in here for you guys, okay? So I feel like if you've been confused about something, you're going to be making a decision. You're going to feel good about your decision, whatever that looks like to you. And I do feel if there's some sort of proposal or something like that, probably it is a resounding yes in this energy, right? Whatever that looks like to you, proposals can take on many shapes and forms. But the Ace of Swords is a victory energy. It brings clarity, it brings focus, and the Death card here, we're out with any confusion. We do see some little confusion or hesitation there with the 7 of Cups, right? This is very much a clearing of the air, and yes, it can be starting on a new foot, a fresh foot in a relationship there, but certainly we are getting the clarity that we need with that Ace of Swords there, and this Death card can really usher in some newer energy. So be prepared for some changes, I think, here, but I think you're a little bit maybe in some cases more in control than you think you are. But I think you're going to get some fresh perspectives, and you're probably going to have the potential to heal or level up in your relationship. Remember, you do have some good news coming in here, and you've got, I mean, 3 of those aces is really quite wonderful and magical in your energy. All right. So you might have a couple ups and downs in the next little bit, but I think things will sort themselves out in the end, and you will know exactly what the answers are to your burning questions. So let's grab a couple last cards out here for you. I'm grabbing the Power of Surrender cards for you guys, and because we do have the eclipses shaking things up for you, we do have that full moon in your sign, and of course, the Death card has made an appearance in your reading as well. So let's get these. Let's get 3. Thank you. 3, 1 for each ace. There we go. All right, let's have a look. Surrender to your intuition. Okay, the Page of Cups can very much, very much highlight your intuition, as can the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, by the way. All right, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay, your intuition is not going to steer you astray. Trust it. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. And your last message, surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense that awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. All right. Go with the flow, people. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If so, please take a moment to press like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the box down below. Say hello, where you're watching from. Start a conversation. There's always someone willing to pipe up in the comment section. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful October and the rest of September, and I will see you guys later. Bye.